Welcome back to my office and welcome back to another video. I'm sorry there wasn't a vlog yesterday. The place where I work in the run up to Christmas is just like crazy busy. So this is like our busiest time of the year. So I was at work the whole of yesterday, hence no vlog. But we're back today.
I was in a Turkish prison and had a great time.
Yeah, it's too weird for me.
What? You know, maybe it doesn't happen all the time. It isn't right. Doesn't mean you can't try.
Real cold this morning. It's like a classic autumn day. The sun's out, but it's freezing cold. We're well into autumn now. The trees everywhere are orange. Heading out for about 2 to 2.5 hours today. I actually quite like riding when it's like this outside. Like, it's cold, but it's a still autumn day, so there's no wind, it's dry.
Doesn't mean you can't try.
Saturday and Sunday are by far my two favourite days to go riding. There's hardly any cars on the road, and the cars that are out, they're not like rushing to work, so there's no stressful drivers. Everyone gives you a nice wide overtake. Yeah, it's great. I'd say she's worth a fair bit of money. Alright, I've ridden about 45 minutes now. You may remember in the vlog last week I did some hill repeats up this hill here. So I'm back home up north now. I'm gonna head to that climb. We're gonna do the same session, but instead of doing 4 4-minute intervals, I think I might do 5 or maybe 6. We'll see how I feel. First interval done. I've really taken a power up this week. I'm trying to hit about 400 watts each effort, which at 50 RPM is pretty hard. The view from the top's nice though. 2 intervals down, I've got 3 or 4 more to do. So if you missed the vlog last week when I was at this climb, basically the idea of this session is it's a strength building session. So we achieve that by doing low cadence but high power intervals. Last week I did 4 4-minute intervals at about 50 RPM and about 300 watts. I actually recovered pretty quickly from that session, so I'm back here today, back at Stony Lane. It's a perfect 4-minute climb. I'm back here today, I'm gonna do 5 or else 6 intervals. But today I'm gonna try and average about 400 watts throughout the 5 or 6 intervals. Alright, I'm gonna put this camera away and next time I'll speak to you will be after these intervals, because these are seriously hard today. Completed 6 4-minute intervals today. That was hard. Last week after the session I said I didn't feel bad at all. Today I do. I was really feeling it after the 5th effort today. I was gonna bin it off and just ride home, but I managed to get the 6th done, so I'm pleased with that. Every overtake should be like that lorry. So when I get home, the first thing I do is get some food. The second thing is upload the ride to Strava. Now, I mentioned today the plan was to hit about 400 watts for each effort. I think a bit off more than I could chew there. I hit 400 watts on 2 efforts, I think. And then for the other 4 intervals, I was around 350. Nonetheless, today was much harder than last week. Alright, gonna get a shower, and whilst it's still a decent time, go for a coffee. One of the great things about being home back up north, you don't have to go to one of the big coffee chains for a decent cup of coffee. This blind was down. I went to pull it up and the thing just fell off the window. The screws just pulled right out. It's no big deal though. What is a big deal is the overwhelming, crazy, huge positive response to the whole Zwift thing. I put a question out there in the vlog 3-4 days ago saying, who has Zwift? If you've got Zwift, would you be up for doing a group ride one evening where we do an hour or 2 on Zwift, just an easy ride, a social ride with you guys, with me? And I honestly cannot believe how many people have Zwift and how many people are up for a group ride. There must have been about 20 to 30 comments of people saying, I've got Zwift and I'm up for a group ride. So we're gonna make that happen. We've ran into a problem. So I've just downloaded Zwift and I was going to check it out, make sure it's all working. But I've connected the little ANT dongle here, which basically talks to my heart rate monitor and power meter, or a speed sensor if you don't have a power meter. You know, so you can actually use Zwift, you've got to have one of these little dongles so it can communicate with your devices. But this little question mark here, that little question mark means the computer thinks there's no ANT dongle plugged in. But we can quite clearly see the dongle, and yeah. So in short, I think my ANT dongle is broken and I need to get a new one. So I bought this little USB dongle last year because I downloaded Zwift. I used it a few times, but I didn't really use it that much. And I've downloaded Zwift again to use it again this winter, and now the dongle doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one. I've checked out, the only local shops that sell these dongles is Evans Cycles, but my local Evans in Preston are out of stock. So I can't go now to just pick one up. I'm gonna have to order one off the internet. And these things aren't cheap, they're like 30 quid. So I've ordered a new dongle off Amazon. I managed to find one for £24, which isn't too bad. It says it's going to arrive in about 4 to 5 days, so we'll resume the Zwift chat then. Alright guys, I'm going to reach out to you and ask you for a little bit of help. So as you've seen in the vlogs, probably 90% of the shots that I take when I'm inside my house are in this room. So this is just like my little space. It's a room above the garage, but it's where I do my work, and it's where I hang out quite a lot. But this room has absolutely nothing cycling related whatsoever. This racking's gonna go, this is just all old stock. Back when I was in high school, I used to sell things on eBay like phone cases, chargers, all kind of stuff to make a bit of money. But that's not my thing anymore, so all this needs to go. So my initial idea is that I'm gonna move this desk that I'm currently sat at here over by that window there. That way when I'm filming in the day, the lighting's just a little bit better. I'm also thinking of getting some like cycling posters slash art slash prints in a frame on the walls. But that so far is all I've come up with. So if you've got any cool cycling related ideas for this room, let me know in the comment section down below. Then obviously somewhere around here is going to be the Zwift setup when I get my new ANT dongle. But that is the end of the video for today guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today, please smash that thumbs up button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.